That's me and my wife, and so we just sang it multiple times and then pans left and right. And then I also created some artificial harmonies, like with deep here. I just took what I sang and dropped it down. I don't even know how much, several steps. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. So yeah, I just dropped it down and then decreased the formant to try to make it sound a little bit more realistic. And I also just increased by an octave. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, so same thing, just just dragged all the pitches up an octave and then increased the formant. And then for my wife, Haley, I left her vocals pretty much the same. I did give her one artificial harmony here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds kind of fake on its own, but altogether, I thought it sounded pretty darn good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty cool. And then we had some background vocals here. Till I'm making. But it sounded really nice when layered with the lead vocals. Do you want to know that it doesn't hurt me? Do you want to hear about the deal I'm making? Sweet. And then they're very prominent during the bridge over here. You won't be unhappy. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, come on, darling. Let me steal this moment from you now. Oh, come on, angel. Come on, darling. Let's exchange the experience. So for these background vocals here, I like to use the CLA vocals here to kind of glue everything together and give everything a distinct sound. So add some compression, a little bit of EQ, some reverb, and then some widening to add some width to everything here. And then the individual tracks, I basically just use the Greg Wells Voice Centric. This is another really awesome plugin to add some compression, doubling, delay, and reverb to the individual tracks. So each track on its own has some reverb, and then I'm adding some reverb to all of them, the same reverb to all of them, as well as the CLA, so they kind of feel like they fit together. And I'm also using some vocal bender, so you can hear that on the deep here. Oh, yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. So just add some more deepness there to the voice. And then I'm also using that on the harmony here for Haley, the artificial harmony I made here. Different preset here, age modifier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's without. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's with it in. So it just kind of makes it sound a little bit younger and it's a little higher pitched, just to add a different texture. And then for the lead vocals, did quite a bit here, so we can see all the different effects here. So we'll just hear what these sound like without any effects and with them in. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places, be running up that road. So you can hear those effects really bring the vocals forward there. So first off, there's quite a bit of dynamics in these vocals, and that's just typical with lead vocals. So I'm using Vocal Writer here by Waves, and so you can see what this does as things get too loud. It's going to turn them down, or if they get too quiet, it's going to turn them up automatically, so I don't have to go in and draw in all that automation manually. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. So it's mostly increasing because I felt that the vocals were a little quiet, so I ended up being brought up quite a bit. So that's the Vocal Writer. Then I added some EQ here, using the VEQ3 by Waves.
This is really great vintage sounding EQ.
If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places.
Add some nice high-end sheen. And then again, I'm using the Dynamo as well to add some subtle compression and saturation.
If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill.
And I've got a de-esser in, and then again, the Greg Wells voice centric. And then I've got even more here. So I've got this comped vocal track. So we took like 3 or 4 takes, and then I took the best sections of each take to make one comped vocal. Then starting with the second chorus and moving on into the third chorus, I'm actually just using some more of those takes to create a doubled up vocals with one panned all the way left, one panned all the way right, just to make a little bit of a wider vocal sound, just to change things up, make things sound a little different in the second half there, more powerful. And so for these, again, I just have more vintage EQ on the individual comped track here, just some sibilance control here, so more de-essing. And then I have a serial compression system here that I like to use. I did a full tutorial on how to create upfront vocals using serial compression, so you can check that out in the description as well. I'm not going to break that down here, but I used the black 76 first, and then I used the white 2A here by IK Multimedia. And I did the same thing with all the other vocals using that same serial compression format. So from there, I did a little bit of subtle tweaking on individual tracks, but I won't dive into that in this video. Otherwise, again, it will be too long. So hopefully you found this interesting. If you want me to do more mixing breakdowns, just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this track and you'd like to download it for free, you can do so by going to AndromedaCoastMusic.com/runningupthathill, and I'll also have a link to it below so you can download this song for free. Also, if you like creating 80s and synthwave music, be sure to check out my playlist on the screen right now, which includes a bunch of tutorials on how to create synthwave music. All right, have a great day and keep creating.